All right, welcome to February 2020 on Spray Paint Art Secrets. This month, we've got some fantastic content for you so that you can learn some new techniques. We're going to continue experimenting with something I'm calling the Italian landscape tool, because if you watch spray paint art videos of Italian painters, they're all using this very mysterious tool that nobody seems to be able to figure out what it is. And I figured it out, and we're going to be exploring all the fun things that you can do with the Italian landscape tool. We're going to start in black and white because I like to keep things simple. When you're just getting to know a tool or a technique, let's eliminate all the other possible factors that you have with color and just work in black and white. Before we go and just add a few colors, I'm going to work on how to make pine trees with the Italian landscape tool, how to make bushes, and we're just going to add a few colors in our second painting. We've got some waterfalls in there, so there's lots of really cool tools and techniques that you can use in this month's lesson. This is useful for any kind of painting. It's not limited to spray paint. In fact, I am using water-based paints, and these techniques, many of them will work just as well with your paints that are in tubes if you know how to mix them, or airbrush techniques. You can use this for underpainting your oil paint or your acrylic. There's all kinds of good information here for any kind of painter, and we're really focusing in on landscapes this month, and we're going to continue with some other tools. This one is not using the Italian landscape tool. This one is using some interesting things that I found at the dollar store to make the trees and the mountains and the leaves very, very quickly. And we're going to talk a little bit about how to create a snowy landscape, how to create the sense of winter, but the sun shining on the snow, so some areas are in shadow and some areas are in light. And how do you do that quickly and easily as an improvised painting? If you'd like to get really good at improvising landscapes, then this month's videos are perfect for you. We're also going to talk about underwater scenes and painting fish and painting dolphins. We're going to use some of the same tools that we use to create the landscapes to quickly create underwater scenes. Just improvising the seaweed, improvising everything and flowing like water with your painting. And then we're going to really focus in on how to get a beautiful shiny texture on your fish. So not so much on how to draw fish, but more on just the texture of the scales, how to create something that really pops, something that really glows, that doesn't look flat, and some of the techniques that you can use using household objects and spray paint art techniques and tricks to get something that's really, really glowy and alive. And then we're going to focus in on dolphins. Now, usually when I make the light shining off the backs of the dolphins, I use different kinds of paint that sometimes people find them hard to find, but what they do is they create these really beautiful watery swirls. But this time we're going to do a really easy technique of creating the light bouncing off the backs of the dolphins, just using a stencil. You don't have to use this particular stencil. You can even use a doily or any old stencil that you find, as long as it's got some interesting patterns in it. I'm going to show you how to create those dolphins in 3D and to add some nice light to them. So if you're interested in learning some wonderful landscape techniques and how to create fish and dolphins that really pop off the page, check out Spray Paint Art Secrets monthly videos. If you just want to get a taste, we've got a free video on how to paint planets in space that you can enjoy. Come and visit spraypaintartsecrets.com. If you have any questions, you can email me personally. My name is Elisa Amor, and my email is spraypaintartsecrets@gmail.com. See you inside. Ciao.